next to buggy, number 682, was built on a VW can that was shortened 14.25 inches.
Oh, $25,000. Duck Paul.
Lot number 77.
Tag Leute, ich bin auf der Barrett-Jackson Versteigerung in Scottsdale. Ich habe jetzt ungefähr mir 10% der Autos angeguckt. Es ist riesig, also ich würde mal sagen einige hundert Autos, vielleicht 1000, die man sich hier anschauen kann. Ganz viele verschiedene Sachen. Ich habe einen Deutster gesehen und einige andere Sachen. Ja, ich versuche das hier ein bisschen in schnellen Schnitten darzustellen, damit ihr möglichst viel sehen könnt.
My name is Steve Rogers. I'm the President and Chief Technology Officer.
Ah, okay. It's a wonderful car you bring here.
Yeah, it's an all-electric Corvette. And it's got 800 horsepower or 600 kilowatts if you want the European version. Right?
Kilowatts is much better for me.
Yeah, and it's got 700 foot-pounds of torque, which is probably close to 1,000 Newton meters, you know, just doing it in my head. It will do over 220 miles an hour. You can translate that to kilometers, and 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds.
That's enormous. I see you have a 7-speed manual for a high-torque electro engine. What is the reason?
Well, if you want the low-end acceleration and you want the high-end top speed, you can't do all that in a single gear.
Oh, okay.
You don't need all 7 speeds, but this is a converted Grand Sport, and we just use the existing transmission in the Grand Sport. We'll be building an automatic with paddle shift as the next car, and you probably won't need all the 8 speeds in that transmission either.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yes. Yeah. And you have 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive?
2-wheel drive. It's from the bell housing back. It's the same as the standard Corvette.
Ah, okay.
So we take out the V8, and we have twin electric motors on a single drive shaft, and an adapter plate, and that bolts directly up to the bell housing of the Corvette. So you take the V8 out and bolt the electric motors in.
Oh.
So from there on backwards, it's the same.
Ah, okay. Do you convert customer cars, or you buy new Corvettes and
no,
dismantle them?
You bring us a Corvette, a C7 Corvette, and we convert it to electric, but we also paint it any color you want.
Ah, okay.
Any color. If you want to match that color on your t-shirt, we'll match it. But we're only building 75 cars, and no 2 cars can be the same color. So once you've locked in the color of your choice, no one else can have that color. You get to name the color as well. And same for the interior of the car. Any leather, Alcantara, any stitching, any embroidery you want, and that's your interior.
Ah, okay. Yes, I see. You have a wonderful interior in there.
Yep. You get carbon fiber wheels.
Yes.
Tungsten lug nuts.
Oh,
you get a coilover suspension, which is tunable and programmable.
Oh, okay.
So we can have a driver bring it to a track and set up the suspension for you for that track, and you can lock that setting in one of your options in the computer.
Oh, that's very interesting. And the most important question: how much is it?
For all that customization, $750,000.
$750,000.
But remember, we're only building 75, and no 2 cars are alike.
Ah, okay. That's very exclusive.
Very exclusive.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I could go out in the darkness, see you calling my name. I hear you shouting, hear you calling, but it's not the same. Every word that you are throwing right into my back doesn't matter to me, 'cause cause I'm keeping my track. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Stop talking, let me go. I'll take together always turn it up in more. Every whisper made you jealous and that from the start. It is nice to see you shouting out, throwing me out. No excuses but the start, it's gonna be the last. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oh baby, let me go.
Changed it, didn't have the headers.
Ah, okay.
And the windshield was different, it was real big. And we repainted it.
And this engine is not the stock one, no?
No.
It's a custom kiddie ride.
Yeah, it's a custom kiddie ride. They used to put a quarter in the back and let it run.
Ah, okay.
Now we just got it set up direct.
Yeah.
So, because somebody buys it, they're going to take it home for their kids. And so the kids can jump in it and just push the button. Runs for about 2 minutes.
I could go out in the darkness, see you calling my name. I hear you shouting, hear you calling, but it's not the same. Every word that you are throwing right into my back doesn't matter to me, cause I'm keeping my track. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Stop talking, let me go. I'll turn together, always turn it up in more. Every whisper made you jealous and then from the start. It is nice to see you shouting out for throwing me out. No excuses but the start, it's gonna be the last. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oh baby, let me go.
So 507.33. Thank you, sir. Good to see you.
184.42.
I'm going to tell you that Jacobs engine brakes. Look at here. There's a nice deal. $5. Having to go down time. Everybody go down 1, 2. Having to go down 200. Everybody go down 2, down 2, down 3, down 3, down 4, down 4, down 500. Down there. Having to go down 500. Up 600. Everybody go down. Didn't see. Everybody go down 500. 600. Everybody go down 5, 6 here. Everybody go down 600. Down 700. Everybody go down 707. Everybody go down 700. Everybody go down 700. At 6 and 7. Everybody go down 700. Everybody go down there. Now 8. Everybody go 800. Everybody go 888. It's a race to 1,000. Give 800. Everybody go 800. Everybody go 800.
I could go out in the darkness, see you calling my name. I hear you shouting, hear you calling, but it's not the same. Every word that you are throwing right into my back doesn't matter to me, cause I'm keeping my track. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Stop talking, let me go. and that from the start. It is nice to see you shouting out for throwing me out. No excuses, but this time it's gonna be the last. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oh baby, let me go. Smiling back at your face with a nice and cozy feeling after leaving your place. This road will lead me somewhere I don't really know, but it's somewhere someone always makes my name somehow. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Stop shouting, let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oh baby, let me go.
Everybody get down 500, have 500, everybody get down 5 to 5 to 5 and a half, everybody get down 5 and a half, have 5 and a half, everybody get down 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, everybody get down. So 500, 733. Thank you, sir. Good to see you.
Lot 8442.
I'm ready to take everybody go down Jacobs, engine brakes. Look at here, there's a nice deal. Everybody go down $1, everybody go down $1, everybody go down 1, 2, everybody go down 200, everybody go down 2, down 2, down 3, down 3, down 4, down 4, down 500, down there. Everybody go down 500, down 600, everybody go down, didn't see you. Everybody go down 500, 600, everybody go down 5, 6 here. Everybody go down 600, down 700, everybody go down 7,
all day.
everybody go down
Every day, all day?
Yeah, and people always are like, oh my God, this truck, this truck, this truck. And he's got another one outside that he just imported from France.
Yes.
That has a double roof system that the top roof slides completely backwards, and that's the awning, and it's all metal.
Yes, I saw them.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the same owner.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that one he calls Moose because it's a French truck, and then this
Yeah.
is Froth.
Yes, this is interesting. But this is an American brand, or?
Yes,
Isn't it?
yeah, it is.
Ah, okay.
So yeah.
And is this the original chassis? It looks a little bit newer.
No, I think he might have put a new chassis underneath it.
Yeah.
And the engine, but the body and everything else he did himself and had it sandblasted, built out the inside, everything runs on golf cart batteries underneath.
Yeah.
The espresso machine, he can hook it up to electrical power or run it off propane.
Oh, okay.
So literally he can take this where there's no electricity and no nothing, it's got water tanks and everything, and do this entire thing without having to hook up anywhere.
Yeah. That's very interesting.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a cool concept. It's a really cool concept.
Ah. Well, the owner had several of these trucks?
He has this one and then the one outside the French one.
Okay.
He just got that one recently. He's had this one about 2.5 years, and he's been using it as a coffee truck for about the last year and a half.
Ah, okay. And go from event to event?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, he does weddings, private parties, house parties, whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever you need, you can hire him to show up and he'll serve coffee and donuts to everybody.
That's very interesting, very cool thing.
Yeah, it is a very cool thing. It's a unique thing. I mean, I've been working stuff like this for a long time. I've never seen one like this, where it's a coffee truck. I mean, the food trucks are everywhere, but never a coffee truck like this.
But not a so old truck. They have more...
They have like the more modern trucks.
From the 80s or 90s or so.
Right, yeah, I mean, this is a 1957.
Yes. Yeah, it's a classic car.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, it's all metal body. All I did was sandblast it and clear coat it, and even left, you know, a couple little rips here and just left them. Because it makes it look, you know, a lot better. Obviously, he, you know, added the logo here on the front for the company. But yeah, it's fun to work in too. It's fun to talk about. I'm a car guy, so I'll talk about anything automotive. Absolutely.
We've had kids as young as 7 years old learning how to weld. It's never too early and you are never too old to learn anytime. Alright, and you've got some new tools. How aggressive? Oh, right? Cam-wise. Right. So we've got the wall here, and they have a number of phenomenal tools as well as some new releases. Tools for everybody, from the home garage to the professional garage. You all have
I could go out in the darkness, see you calling my name. I hear you shouting, hear you calling, but it's not the same. Every word that you are throwing right into my back doesn't matter to me, cause I'm keeping my track. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Stop talking, let me go. Our time together always ended up in war. Every whisper made you jealous, and that from the start. It is nice to see you shouting out for throwing me out. No excuses, but this time it's gonna be the last. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oh baby, let me go. The doctor smiling back at your face with a nice and cozy feeling after leaving your place. This road will lead me somewhere I don't really know, but it's somewhere someone always thinks my name somehow. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Stop shouting, let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oh baby, let me go.
I'm right with Dan. Everybody go down 500. At 500. Everybody go down 5 to 5 to 5 and a half. Everybody go down 5 and a half. At 5 and a half. Everybody go down 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Everybody go down. So 500. 733. Thank you, sir. Good to see you.
184.42.
I'm maintained. Everybody go down Jacobs. Engine brakes. Look at here. There's a nice deal. Everybody go down $1,000. Everybody go down $1,000. Everybody go down 1, 2. Everybody go down 200. Everybody go down 2, down 2, down 3, down 3, down 4, down 4, down 500. Down there. Everybody go down 500. Down 600. Everybody go down. Didn't see you. Everybody go down 500, 600. Everybody go down 5, 6 here. Everybody go down 600. Down 700. Everybody go down 7 to 7. Everybody go down 7.
Look out. Start over.
I could go out in the darkness, see you calling my name. I hear you shouting, hear you calling, but it's not the same. Every word that you are throwing right into my back doesn't matter to me, cause I'm keeping my track. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Stop talking, let me go. Our time together always ended up in war. Every whisper made you jealous, and that from the start. It is nice to see you shouting out for throwing me out. No excuses, but this time it's gonna be the last. Let me go. and your face with a nice and cozy feeling after leaving your place. This road will lead me somewhere I don't really know, but it's somewhere someone always makes my day somehow. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Stop shouting, let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oh baby, let me go.
Zeit und es geht zu Ende, rinnt wie Sand durch deine Hände und ich weiß, es macht dich traurig, doch komm und trau dich. Es ist ein Leben auf Zeit.
Unsere Verteidigungsministerin, warte mal.
About your speakers?
Sure, can I get someone who's really good at it?
Yes, you look good.
Come on, Mike, come here. Come here. Let's talk about this.
Hi, my name is P.
Okay.
Yes.
So each and every single one of these is not just a canvas wrap picture. Every single one of these is actually a Bluetooth audio sound system.
Yeah.
So the idea behind the concept is simple. Speakers themselves are not aesthetically pleasing. You've never looked at a speaker before and said, man, that's the best looking speaker I've ever seen, right?
Yeah.
This concept now changes that because I can do your pictures. Family photos, vacation photos, any picture you want, we turn into your wireless sound system.
Yeah.
Now these speakers function differently than a traditional speaker does, all right? Traditional speakers are cone-shaped and directional, producing about 40 degrees of dispersion. The technology we're using behind here is what's known as a patented soundboard. Now what a soundboard does, it emits a micro vibration. That micro vibration travels across the whole board, turning the entire picture into the speaker itself, producing about 179 degrees of sound dispersion, literally a flat wall of sound that'll cover any space via acoustic effect.
Did I have a stereo effect?
Correct, so let me show you that right